So I've been a road rider for about 30 years.
And I'm sitting at about 8.
But in just one 20-minute session on track, we quickly found out that we still have plenty to learn. So we were invited to Sydney Motorsport Park by Mega for their 30-year anniversary.
So we thought we'd go through what it's like on track for the first time. Between us, we have almost 40 years of experience riding and we've never done track before. And so we'd give you our thoughts and also tell you about it if you were maybe thinking about doing a track day.
So the first thing is safety is paramount. I thought it'd just be some marshals on track, waving people in, waving people out.
But they're there as well.
They are, but the reality is it's very different. It's highly tech-oriented. So there's tracking stickers on your helmet, there's transponders, there's a very cool control room and CCTV, keeping an eye on every part of the track.
And I thought the coolest thing about those cameras was that the second you go below 30 k's an hour, the cameras will go to you and highlight you to the control room to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, so it's really impressive.
Yeah. So there's a heap of gear that you can hire there as well. So they have Alpinestars, which are full leathers, which we both got to wear. It's a good look.
Don't know, maybe for you, not for me. You also had to get boots as well, didn't you?
Yes, I got boots as well. You can also buy tyres there as well. Just really handy to have those available. And also hire bikes.
Definitely. So they do have a fleet of S1000 RRs that you can hire. So there's a first timers briefing, which was really interesting and really helpful. They sort of went through the things that happen on track and the things to look out for. That's followed by a few orientation laps with one of the Mega staff.
Which would have been really helpful if we had made it there.
We missed that because we were filming some other content, but we ended up just doing a couple of laps, slowish laps, just to get familiar with the track by ourselves.
It's the sacrifice we make to get footage for you guys.
So they split you into 4 groups based on speed, and groups are tracked right throughout the day to ensure that everyone's in the correct group. So you can go up a group, you can go down a group. It really depends on the riders who are there on the day. So, they might get a whole heap of ex-superbike riders booking for the day, in which case, if you're in a red group one week, you may not be necessarily in the red group that week.
Yeah. Needless to say, we started in the slow group, white, and by the end of the day, we were still in the slow group. So it's a pretty early start. Gates open at 6:30 in the morning. And then from there, smooth process, registration.
Then if you're bringing your own bike, you would then get your bike scrutineered to make sure it's okay for the track. And then for us, it was down to get some leathers.
Yep, and get our bikes set for the day. After that, we had some time to kill, so we checked out the simulator.
Which was a lot of fun. So Mega have set up in their suite, which is permanently there, a little simulator set up that you can jump on and check out not only Sydney Motorsport Park, but they've got maps of Phillip Island as well.
Yeah, and it's a great way just to learn the track, even before you get on.
So as we said before, we started in the slow group on the BMW S1000 RRs. Now, these are wonderful bikes. Now, I've ridden one before. You haven't.
No.
First time fatiguing on the S1000 RR. Now, when I reviewed it, I said that I would love to take this bike on track one day just to see what that raw power is like. Yeah, it was wonderful. And we've got to say a big thanks to Steve from BMW.
Yeah.
He was there, and we actually have an S1000 XR, which Tegan...
I just rocked up there on the XR.
And he saw it and went, mate, guys, take that out for a lap if you want to. So I was more than comfortable to do that. So it was awesome. And I actually enjoyed that bike a little bit more on track than the S1000 RR.
There you go.
I think just suits me, that bike, a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I'm kicking myself because we did have the opportunity to ride an M1000 RR, which we ran out of time to do because we was shooting lots of content.
Another sacrifice.
Yeah, I know.
We also saw a demo of the new Alpinestars safety vest. That was a heap of fun just to watch the guys' reaction waiting for it to go off. But just a really cool, innovative piece of technology. It'll basically inflate before you hit the ground if you come off your bike. It's got 2 canisters, so it's got 2 charges in it. Just a cool piece of technology.
Yeah, really simple to switch those canisters out.
And it will just fit under your leathers.
Okay, so what was it like on track? Well, I think it's safe to say that the adrenaline is still pumping after like 3 days. Like I was on a high all weekend.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a workout.
Yeah.
But you're pushing these bikes way faster and way harder than you can ever do on the road. And it just makes you realise how well built these bikes are and how much more capable most motorcycles are than your actual skills. Going through the back half of that track was just wonderful. You know, really getting into some corners at speed and then trying to hang on down the straight when you literally got this wind buffeting you, you're trying to tuck in. Great experience, and I can highly recommend it. And I will definitely be doing some more track days coming up. And I think I might do a bit more track-based training as well.
Yeah.
I've certainly done some road skills-based training on track, but I've never done any track-based training, and I think I'm definitely going to have to do that at some point because I think this is a little bit addictive.
And for me, look, I was really nervous before we went on track, but the second you get on and we did our 2 slow laps, I was like, we can go faster. So the second time we got back on, it was so fun. And it was said on the day of you're just so hyper focused on the next turn, what speed you're doing, what gear you need to go down to, and also just watching everyone in front of you, seeing how they take their lines. How should I take my lines? Oh, I followed a few people and I'm like, that's how I shouldn't take my lines. But look, it's a great learning experience. Super hard to get used to not looking in your mirrors. Well, it didn't have mirrors. So once you get that out of your head and you're just focusing on your ride and you just have to trust that everyone else is also focused on their ride, you just do your own thing and it's so fun. And it's just unlike any experience I've done before on a bike.
So we can both highly recommend doing a track day if you want to improve your riding skills, or if you just want a great day out on your bike with your mates where you can really push it, but in a controlled and safe environment.
Yeah.
Now, Mega run track days at Phillip Island as well as Sydney Motorsport Park, and check out their website for details. So we've ridden quite a few of the BMW leader bikes, so check out this playlist over here with some reviews.